was their seal. The name in the forehead. Yeah, that's the seal. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt, to destroy the earth and the sea. Remember, I told you yesterday that these four chariots and the horses contain the destructions, judgments of Yahweh. Well, don't let these things happen until we have sealed the servants of Yahweh, Elohim, in their foreheads. And I heard the number of that were sealed was 144,000 of all of the tribes of Israel. There was 12,000 out of Reuben, 12,000 out of Levi, 12,000 out of Judah. There's 12,000 out of all of them except the tribe of Dan. One day I'll explain that to you, why he wasn't there, if you'd like me to. Probably after service somebody will ask. But anyhow, Joseph had two, Manasseh and Ephraim. But there's 144,000 that are sealed immediately before destruction. Now, what have we been talking about? We've been talking about utter destruction. I said we don't have any time to mess around. We don't really have time to get things right. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I'm always praying and I'm saying, you know, Father, you know, I am going to really get things, I'm going to get everything right soon.
Yeah.
I'm going to get everything right. Not going to be anything else wrong in my life. Soon I'm going to find it, I'm going to do it. You know? Well, soon's here.
Right.
Soon is here. It's time for me to get everything right in my life. And listen, what's required of me may not be required of you. But whatever is required of you, you better get with it. Like I said yesterday, he's planning on coming back here for a beautiful bride. And I made the analogy one time about a man who got married. And he married this beautiful young girl, beautiful. Had the wedding, ready for the wedding, I guess. He had the engagement. Ready for the wedding supper. Come back home, opened the door, and there stood Broomhilda, all dressed up in that pretty bridal outfit. And I'm afraid many of us are Broomhildas. That might be a bit tough on people, but there's a lot of things we need to get straight. There's a lot of things we need to make right. I talk to people, I have not found the one of them that says, I can't see how he can't be making the clothes to this thing. So everyone I talk to says, man, what do I see? We were told things to look for. He says, as it was in the days of Noah. What was going on in the days of Noah? Well, they were all.
The world was full of violence.
It was full of violence, and they all had joined into idols, and they had married into people who they should not have.
Boy, that's saying.
Matter of fact, only one man in all the world had a clean genealogy. Nobody else. Everybody else in the world was ready to be destroyed. He said, as in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. As in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. And do any of you all have any problem seeing Sodom anymore in our world? Me and my wife, we try to stay away from stuff on TV that you should not watch. Sometimes you think you're going to watch something decent. It turns out not good. So we like to watch these game shows. And now, hardly ever can you turn one of them on that they don't have a queer there saying, I'm a queer, I've got a husband. Well, I'm a lesbian, and I've got me a wife. Broadcasting it to the world. I'm so happy. So look at me. Everywhere.
Commercials.
Commercials, no matter what. Sister Debbie, she gets upset about the mixing of vegetables. I'm going to tell you, Yahweh is highly upset about the mixing of his people. The Canaanites are still alive and well. And I'm not going there today. Don't get upset, don't get worried. I'm not going there, but I'm telling you, they're alive and well.
Right.
Zechariah chapter 14. And you have to be careful what translation you're reading, because translators love to change things wherever they can. Make it sound like what they want it to sound like. Here's what's going to happen after this great destruction. This great destruction is going to happen. Now, it's going to take out this 144,000 somehow, some way. I don't know how. I don't pretend to know how. All I know is that he said, come out of her, get out of her before I destroy her, before these judgments come upon her that you won't be part of them. Come out of there. And that's who he's talking to, is that 144,000. But after this destruction, this world is going to go into a deep, deep, deep depression that the world has never known. Think about it. Nobody's money will be any good. You won't be able to get anything even if you had it. But one man will stand up and say, I've got the answers. Just like one did in 1936. I got the answers. It's them Jews that's causing all the problems. Well, that was a dress rehearsal. Chapter 12, Revelation says that when he's tried everything else, nothing else works, he's going to go against those people who keep the commandments and have the testimony of Yeshua. But this man, I believe, is going to stand up and say, I've got the answers. And 10 nations are going give all their power to him. How these things are going to come about, I'm just guessing the same as anybody else. But I'm telling you, it's all there. And we need to be ready for it. Need to be thinking about it. Need to be teaching it. Not taught very well. It needs to be taught. We need to understand it. When they say peace and safety, whoops, oh, watch out.
What's about to come out?
Sudden destruction. I hope I've helped you.
Hallelujah.
I hope I've helped you some. We had wonderful discussion back here after service, after dinner. We have a wonderful discussion. I'm open.